Tonight, we're introduced to a student a cappella group, a student heavily involved in multiple disciplines around campus, and a place near Warrensburg to pick up your Christmas tree.
All this and more next on this special holiday edition of Umag.
Hello everybody and welcome to Umag, a show by the students of the University of Central Missouri in Warrensburg. I'm Katie Bailey.
And I'm Ronandus Johnson. Thanks for joining us tonight.
As usual, we go to our campus feed segment and take one last look at what's going on before UCM students and staff celebrate their holiday cheer.
The sorority Sigma Sigma Sigma, also known as Tri Sigma, held their annual Mr. Robbie Page philanthropy event on November 18th.
The event is put on every year in the fall, and it is for raising money for play therapy, which branches off of the Sigma 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 Foundation.
Play therapy is a new form of treatment where children have the opportunity to heal through playing. Play helps them relax, keep their stress levels down, which in turn makes their treatments more effective and allows for a shorter recovery time. Robbie Page was Tri Sigma's fourth president's son. He was diagnosed with polio and soon after died at the age of 5. Before there was a cure for polio, Tri Sigma chapters raised money for the Robbie Page Memorial to help with polio research. Since then, the Robbie Page Memorial has been changed to the Sigma 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 Foundation. To keep the tribute to Robbie, the event has been named after him, and because he was so young, money raised goes towards children's play therapy. While hard work and dedication goes forth for such a great cause, Tri Sigma and the surrounding campus community keep their heads high and make the best of every situation, no matter the cause or event that's being held.
And every year, a contestant through different organizations are put up, and they have a talent, a fishbowl question, and then formalware.
The judges are chosen by Tri Sigma's philanthropy chair. In each contestant, the judges are looking for great appearance, confidence, answer, skill, entertainment, and audience reaction. The People's Choice Award was awarded to Sigma Phi Epsilon's Randy Meggs. He tells us more about his experience as a contestant in the running for Mr. Robbie Page.
We had to come up with an individual talent. Mine was playing the recorder, and then that turned into a synchronized swimming stunt. We practiced 2 weeks in advance every day, and then we practiced my talent every day as well for probably a week or a week and a half. The experience was great. I am so glad that I was a part of this. It was stressful at times, but looking back at it, I will be so glad that I was able to participate in this and then be nominated People's Choice for Mr. Robbie Page.
UCM's Tri Sigma chapter set a new chapter record, raising $2,610 towards children's play therapy. For Umag, I'm Heidi Tooley.
Mies to Men is UCM's only men's a cappella group. Founded in 2013, they've grown not only in musical style, but in members as well. So what made the creators of Mies to Men start this a cappella group?
UCM didn't have an a cappella group, so I thought it'd be good if we got one. I thought it'd be fun, so I did it.
Spring semester of our freshman year, the main founder, Caleb James, he stopped by my room and said he'd been wanting to start an a cappella group. So we ended up just walking down the hallway with a piece of paper, writing down people's names and what part they sing. And that's how it all started.
While Mies to Men does a great job entertaining people with their voice-only performances, lots of hard work and practice goes into creating those shows. Through these practices, they've bonded together to become close friends.
Just spending so much time with the guys and making music with them has brought us pretty close.
I've made some good friends out of this, so a lot of them were already my friends, and then just made them better friends too, so it helps.
While many different types of music groups at UCM follow strict guidelines, Mies to Men have great fun in doing things a little differently.
My favorite thing about Mies to Men is probably just the creative freedom that we have, because a lot of us are in academic music programs here at UCM, and we don't get the chance a lot of times to pick the music we're playing. It's more oriented towards music that's getting us better at our primary instruments. And some of us aren't even vocalists primarily, so it gives us a chance to explore that.
I'm a music major and I sing choir and all that, so it's kind of nice just being able to do whatever we want and sing whatever we want and not have to worry about, doing things the classical way or the right way.
This group sings at events and enters competitions, and they even won UCM's talent show. But what is Mules to Men's biggest accomplishment so far?
Biggest accomplishment we've had as a group in Mules to Men is making the ICCA competition, which is the International Championship of Collegiate Acapella. So that's very exciting, and we'll be doing that early 2015.
Getting accepted to go to ICCA, for sure, aside from our talent show victories here at the university.
What is next for this all-men's a cappella group?
Hopefully we'll place in that in ICCA, and then we can go on to the sectionals, and then if you place in that, you go on nationals, which that'd be huge.
Lots of hard work and creativity go into Mules to Men, and every day they aim higher. For Umag, I'm Natalie DiTilio.
It's beginning to look a lot like that special time of year around campus. The weather's getting a little cooler, we're dressing a little warmer, and there's a Christmas tree in front of the Union. The spirit of giving is spreading through campus, and as for the Talking Mules debate team, they've set the bar high.
We did a shoe drive on the 6th and 7th of November, and it was a kind of a dual benefit. Instead of going out and just asking for donations for the Talking Mules speech and debate team, basically I wanted to do a full circle. And so I thought, why not do something for the community?
For communication instructor Nikki Freeman, it's just another way to get students motivated about causes.
We always try to figure out ways that we can give back to the community and engage our team in advocacy projects. And so one of the ideas that came up was to put on a shoe drive. And so we just started rolling with that idea. We thought, okay, everybody has an extra pair or two of shoes in their closet, so let's see what we can do.
After the collection, all the shoes were donated to Bob Vickers, director of the Johnson County United Way.
He donates those out to shelters, schools, and he has volunteers come and work, and people can go up to his warehouse where he has food, beds, blankets, clothing, shoes, and he was expecting us to have a donation of maybe 100, 125 pairs of shoes, and we eclipsed that, which was phenomenal for him because he goes through a lot of shoes.
The amount of shoes that are given out to the community is just, it's really sobering and it's really sad. He goes through about 180 pair of shoes in a very short amount of time, like even within a month. And so obviously there's a huge need there. And we thought this is really a great area that we can get involved in and just try to give to that need and reduce that stress that the United Way and Bob Vickers probably feels in trying to make sure that our neighbors in the community have access to the resources they need. We really take seriously being engaged in advocacy programs here on our speech and debate team. It's a huge part of what we believe in. I mean, our activity is all about talking about change. For us, that's not good enough. We want to make change happen.
Change that is sure to make the holiday season memorable for those less fortunate. For UMAG, I'm Ronandus Johnson.
Now that winter is upon us, there are a few preparations that we should probably take to ensure safety while driving in hazardous conditions. A winter emergency kit is a good idea. It should contain a flashlight, some reflective triangles, maybe a blanket or sleeping bag, waterproof matches or some sort of fire starting device. Keep a candle in there and maybe a can of Sterno. Keep bottled water in there. High energy snacks such as nuts, dried fruit, granola bars, things like that. It's always good to keep extra things in the vehicle in case you do get stranded. It's also a good idea to keep a fully charged cell phone in your vehicle. Even if you don't have service provided to that cell phone, an old cell phone will still dial 911 in case of emergency. So always keep one charged and in the vehicle, and you can still call 911.
As Missourians are more than aware of, winter is coming. This means making sure you watch your step, always bundle up, and keep track of that windshield scraper. In addition, our local businesses are full of ice remedies such as snow melt, shovels, and apparel to ensure you have a safe, comfortable winter holiday break.
Next, we explore the creative personalities that sprinkle across campus in this week's UCM Presents.
Janusz Tomczyk is a jack of all trades in the communications department. His talents have led him to all different countries to experience filmmaking.
Lights on.
Originally I come from Poland. This is where I was born, but the last 9 years I spent in England. And this is where I find out about UCM.
At first, Janusz wanted to study acting in Poland, but soon found his calling in filmmaking.
I decided to do visual and special effects major because I don't like limitations. The reason why I'm doing second master's here is just because in my previous education I don't think I put enough emphasis on academic writing. So that's why I decided to come to UCM and combine my passion to filmmaking with learning how to write papers.
Janusz is a student as well as a GA in the media labs in the Martin building.
As a GA, I'm helping other students. I'm checking out the equipment. I'm checking in the equipment. When students come down here, usually they have queries about editing and general post-production, and this is what I'm the most skillful.
In his time away from school and work, Janusz volunteers at KMOS for many different positions.
I got involved in volunteering in KMOS when I came back to do my master's. There's an opportunity to work on a video board or help with the sports page, be a camera operator or eventually even direct.
Janusz's true desire in life is to create films. He dedicates almost all of his free time to his own private project.
The shot that we see behind me is a clip from the short fake commercial that I did as a practice, which is called Be Free, and shows the young boys expressing their freedom through movement. So they're jumping off the scaffolding or car is something impressive in my opinion. The scaffolding, a few simple lines, and obviously mats for kids to jump on.
Passion, dedication, and a genuine love for what he does drives Janusz to spend every minute of his day perfecting his craft.
Filmmaking gives me much more satisfaction and much more control over my life, and this is what thrills me. I'm trying to be involved in as many different jobs as I can, volunteer or help other students or work on my private projects.
For Umag, I'm Katie Bailey.
Every December, UCM students, faculty, and staff have the opportunity to set up a booth at the holiday market, selling a variety of things to the local community in preparation for the holiday season. Megan Hager is one of these individuals. Although she is a full-time student, she continually devotes her time to mastering the art of crochet, working to expand her abilities and looking for new ways to market herself.
This year, I really pushed myself, trying to create a lot of variety and multiples of things that I know people enjoy.
But unlike many who do pursue the craft, Megan has set herself apart by utilizing her creative abilities in order to develop her own unique patterns.
I've never been very good at reading patterns, which is why I create my own patterns. It required a lot of experimenting, and it really helps you learn the art form inside and out.
For Megan, the interest of crocheting began at the young age of 5, but over the years, her enthusiasm towards crocheting has wavered due to a variety of reasons until more recently.
My senior year of high school, I started my Facebook page for my business, and when I came to college, it became a little more important because I wanted that extra spending money, and it was also a great way to relieve stress from, at the time, being a music major or just any studying of the sort.
Since then, Megan has been in the business of producing a variety of crochet goods, mostly performing commission work based off of requests of clients under the name Crafty Creations by Megan Hager.
I wanted to not limit myself to crochet. That is the bulk of what I do, but I started messing around a little bit with clay and jewelry and like making bracelets out of candy wrappers. I do make hats and scarves, but I try to bring something a little different, something a little more contemporary.
I personally have been trying to push her to make some more unique things. For instance, like this crayon is one of my favorites because it's still a pillow, it serves a function, but it's different than what you think of when you think of something that's crocheted. I also helped with her business cards and the promotional things and the strategy of her pricing and the colors. I'm an art major, and she kind of takes a good amount of faith in my ability to choose the colors of her stuffed animals.
There is a certain crochet style that people find popular called Amigurumi, I think is how you pronounce it. Basically, cute little Japanese animals. They have exaggerated features like giant heads and small bodies, pigs and cats and stuff like that.
Although these have gone up in popularity in recent years, for Megan, there's a lot more to it than just making a profit.
What I like most about crochet is the reaction of people when they see your things. Going to like craft shows and stuff, when they come up and their faces just light up when they see the tiny octopus keychains, or when someone says, can you make this? You accept their challenge and then you make it and they see how it turned out. It's really gratifying and makes me find great pride in my work.
For Umag, this is Sean East.
Hi, my name is Joshua Leonard, show producer of Umag. I would like to start off by saying thank you very much for showing your support and watching our show. My student producers and myself have worked diligently to try and get a product for you to enjoy. So please, like us on Facebook at facebook.com/UCMUmag to watch all of our previous episodes and our web exclusives. Again, thank you for your support. Now, back to our show.
Janusz is always on the go around UCM, trying to fill up his day with different activities.
In October 2014, the Fall Career Expo set a new record, with 177 employers attending in search of qualified, talented college graduates, topping the previous record of 170 set in 2007. The Career Services Center also is training peer mentors, upper-level students who can work with underclassmen on the basics of career preparation. This includes creating individualized career plans for students to allow them to be more competitive in the job-seeking process, and maintaining strong connections with academic advising centers in the 4 academic colleges to assure curriculum requirements are being met.
Earlier this fall, UCM partnered with the Center for American Progress to get involved in the It's On Us campaign. The campaign encourages bystanders to intervene and help prevent sexual assault on college and university campuses. In support of this effort, the university planned special activities that will include a training program for those who teach bystander intervention skills and a social marketing campaign led by students. At least 7 of the UCM staff members and 1 GA will be among those taking part in the Green Dot program to provide them with the skills they need to train others in bystander intervention.
Searching for a way to show thanks to someone over the holiday? Well, look no further. Voting is open to nominate one of UCM's outstanding professional staff for the John Paul Mies Award. The John Paul Mies Award for Outstanding Professional Staff was created to recognize excellence among the University of Central Missouri's many exceptional professional staff members. To nominate someone, go to UCM website, search Mies Award, and indicate who you would like to nominate and why. The deadline to submit nominations is February 1st. The award will be presented during the Professional Staff Breakfast in April.
Still in a nominating mood? Well, each year the university presents awards to the senior man and senior woman who are considered to be outstanding students of the university's graduating class with the Charner Award. These awards will be announced in April and officially presented during the May commencement ceremonies. To receive the Charner Award, the individual must have qualified for a baccalaureate degree at the end of the summer session 2014, fall semester 2014, or spring semester 2015, and meet a certain criteria. The award selection committee also selects approximately 30 students for membership into Who's Who at UCM. The committee selects Who's Who recipients from the pool of students nominated for the Charner Award.
Now, it's time to check in with Miss Vivian with this week's Did You Know?
Were you aware that there was an elementary school and a high school on the campus? There was also kindergarten here on the campus, which was started in 1900. The elementary school began in 1881 and lasted until 1980. The high school began in 1913, and the last graduating class was in 1976. The last years of the high school were located in the lower 2 floors of the Lovinger building.
Now we catch up with Shane Suter to see what's going on in this week's Performing Arts segment.
UCM's Department of Music presented a Feast of Carols in Hart Recital Hall on December 1st and 2nd, featuring the collegiate, women's, and concert choirs singing together both traditional and non-traditional Christmas music.
I came here in the fall of 1998, and at that time there wasn't anything like this going on, and so I I've always conducted the collegiate choir, and I combined forces with the tuba ensemble. And so we had the collegiate choir and tuba ensemble perform for a few years. And then that director left, and so I inherited the concert and turned it into the Feast of Carols and invited all the choirs to participate.
It was only one night, but we added a second concert night so that more people could attend because it was getting to the point where the hall was so full that we just didn't have room to seat everyone. I remember one year we actually had to put chairs in the aisles because we had so many people show up for the concert.
Women's choir is comprised of 19 girls, anywhere from freshmen to seniors. Concert choir is comprised of about 40 to 50 students, music majors and non-music majors. It's an audition group. Collegiate choir is just about the same.
We rehearse Monday through Friday, about an hour and 15 minutes each day. On Wednesdays we have sectionals for about 15 minutes to half an hour. We usually shoot for half an hour so that we can work on individual parts and sections, so when we come together as a choir we can be able to work on like dynamics and making the music actually flow and have emphasis on words and just really make it emotional instead of just I'm singing notes and this is how it goes, and we really try to connect with the audience, so that's what we usually work on.
Tonight's performance was awesome. The audience participation is probably my favorite part, and getting in front of an audience that is very willing to participate like that is really nice and refreshing as a conductor.
I'd like to say happy anniversary to KMOS and happy holidays to all of our viewers out there. With your look into the performing arts, reporting for Umag, this is Shane Suter.
Lastly, we follow Paul Joyner as he finds a place right outside of town in search of a Christmas tree.
Hi, I'm student producer Paul Joyner. This week on Local Buzz, we head out west on 50 Highway to Christmas Tree Hill in Centerview. The business, founded 33 years ago, grows and sells Christmas trees on the family farm, as well as various other holiday knickknacks.
The farm was started in 1981. We planted trees that first year, and we sold our first ones in 1987, and we've been in operation ever since.
They come about a foot or 2 foot, and then they grow a foot a year. So they planted them in 80, 81, and then 87 was the first year we actually sold 7-foot trees.
The business has now been with the family for generations. Though the season for Christmas tree sales is narrow, upkeep and care for the trees keeps the family busy year-round.
For our farm, to grow a tree, it takes about 8 years. Some farms are a little faster growing, but our soil, it takes about 8 years to get a tree to about 6 foot.
It's actually all year round. For people to come and buy Christmas trees, it's usually the weekend after Thanksgiving, and then every weekend until the week prior to Christmas. But during the year, we have to plant our trees, we have to trim our trees, we have to maintain. We've got to keep the scale and the critters off of it. It's a year-round job for sure.
Apart from being farmers, the family also produces their own Christmas crafts, offering new designs and ideas every holiday season.
Besides Christmas trees, we have table decorations, wreaths. My nephew has wooden ornaments, and then my granddaughter has other Christmas decorations this year.
Especially intricate are Carl Repp's hand-carved wooden ornaments.
The designs I use are pretty complicated most of the time. It takes anywhere from an hour to 2 hours to cut them out sometimes.
And that's 1 to 2 hours per ornament. Some can take even longer. The farm also offers a few freebies for its guests, such as candy canes and hot chocolate. But there's also another interesting treat handed out for the kids to leave for Santa's reindeer.
Santa always gets cookies under the tree, but the poor old reindeer out there don't have anything. So in order to keep them happy, the children put magic reindeer hay outside. And then that keeps the reindeer happy while Santa's busy.
Though it is a business, the family gets more from the farm than just monetary value.
Seeing everybody, and everybody is generally in a happy mood, and that's fun.
I like meeting the people in the community and the atmosphere of the whole season.
Yes, all are welcome at Christmas Tree Hill. Mom, Dad, brother, and sister. Even the family dog is welcome at the farm.
As long as they keep them on the leash and I don't have to chase them.
For University Magazine, I'm Paul Joyner.
Well, that's all the time we have for you on tonight's episode and our last episode of 2014. Be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and on Twitter for a more in-depth look on our student producers and web exclusives. I'm Ronandis Johnson.
And I'm Katie Bailey. Thanks for tuning in this semester. From all of us at KMOS TV, good night and happy holidays.